You're listening to Heroes in the Moment.
What's up, heroes? I'm Michael.
And I'm Nathan.
And today we're doing our weekly recap 54.
54, baby.
We're back and we're better than ever with tons of news, tons of stuff, tons of things to talk about and maybe get mad about. We're getting into it.
Definitely get mad about. Michael, I think I sent you like more news this week than like
you sent me a lot of news and a lot of memes.
I was sending you. I was like, bam, Michael. I was like DMing him everything.
Oh, it was fun. It was on the week that I deleted Instagram.
Yeah, so I was like, I can screenshot, but I was like, I'm telling you, I sent you a lot of stuff.
I would look back at it. So, we got it. We're here. We got the news.
Back,
so
baby.
to start off, let's start off getting mad because I got to get mad,
Yeah, get the blood boiling.
We'll get the blood
early in the
boiling a little
morning.
bit.
Yeah.
So first off, Marvel confirmed with quotation marks. I know you can't see it, but I did them.
Yeah.
Around confirmed that Wanda did die at the end of Doctor Strange. She did not. You are stupid and you are wrong.
Okay, well, it is Marvel saying it. While we do love her character, and yes, while she does have more movies coming up, what if it's possible that, yes, she did die, but either through time travel or some powerful person bringing her back to life, or she, like, put herself in a new dimension. Like, she died
that's
in
what
this,
I would vote for.
she
Because you see
died
the
in this
red
world.
glimpse whenever it
Yeah,
fell.
but maybe that's like her life force going out.
See, I would like
they could
that.
say that, too.
But,
yeah,
like, at the same time, it's like Wanda's one of the best characters they have currently. You know,
absolutely.
And you got to use her, please, because she was fantastic. She's the best part of Multiverse Madness.
And obviously the best. The movie wasn't great, obviously. It was the definition of mid. But if they truly have her going out like that, which we know she's not, it's just dumb.
Yeah, it is dumb. And
it's a bad ending.
It's really a bad ending because it doesn't fit with her character at all. I mean, her character arcs is really good. She goes from being this very
it's
traumatic
scared,
childhood, scared, not knowing how to use her powers, to
being
coming
manipulated
to loving with the Avengers, losing all that, losing her love, which was with an android. But anyway, that's beside the point.
I was getting caught up on that part. She loved the robots.
She had trouble. Okay, she had trouble. But
she had childhood trauma.
Beside the point. Okay, then she goes crazy and with the Darkhold, and that's cool. She becomes a villain. All good. But she's not a villain.
And then she captures a whole town and holds them hostage against their will.
And then tries to kill a girl. But it's fine.
But there are second chances.
We give second chances to everyone, and she's worthy of it. And she cannot be dead.
No, I don't. She's obviously not. They're saying she is, but like I said, if she is dead, they're definitely bringing her back somehow.
Oh yeah, they have to.
I just don't. I don't hope they do it like in a cheesy way either.
No, they gotta do it
cool,
right.
Like if they just made it because of her power, like she. I don't know about bringing herself back to life and all that mess, but I don't know. Maybe she knows someone and. I don't know.
Somehow, some way. I personally think she just disappeared or something and just.
I think she went to like another realm, another universe.
But she had to. She's not dead.
Yeah, she's not dead.
Quit saying it, people.
Probably not.
All right. So next is a little bit interesting of one because we got so much casting from it. And that Wonder Man, the show originally was supposed to come to Disney Plus, is rumored to have been canceled by Marvel.
I would not be surprised if that was the case. I think Marvel, they're slowly starting to pushing away from all their other shows, and
which is a good thing.
They're focused on some of the smaller characters. I would not be surprised, to be honest. When it was announced, I didn't see any hype behind this project.
No, and they didn't announce it fully fledged though. They never posted it on Instagram or social media or anything. It was just kind of a silently announced.
Castings confirmed.
They had casting confirmed and that kind of stuff. There wasn't a lot of hype yet, and they didn't really post it. But maybe it was a show, but now they're going to just use him as a character in a movie or something like that, which I think would
fit
preferable.
better. Bring him as a side character.
Yes, I agree. That's much more preferred than giving him his own show.
Elizabeth Olsen's character.
Yeah, it works in other ways. So we'll see how they do it, but apparently it might have been canceled.
Yeah.
Next up is Fantastic Four news. It is rumored that in the movie Galactus's Herald will be a woman, but a lot of people are getting upset about this because they're they're going to make Silver Surfer a woman.
Yeah.
They're not. I don't think they're doing. If they do that,
so
that's going to be. They shouldn't.
So are they not using Silver Surfer?
I don't think they're going to use Silver Surfer as his main herald, which is okay because he can come in later, or he can be another herald in a different location on Earth.
Okay.
They can use like characters like Stardust, which was a Galactus herald who was a woman, or other characters they could use in gender swap. Because Silver Surfer's, he's a massive character.
As long as they don't gender swap him,
right? But other characters they could use as Galactus herald, perfectly okay with me. But Silver Surfer, he's got to stay. So I don't think they're going to, change change him and have him be in it. But I don't know. We'll see with that. But that's just some news we have heard as well. But I personally still think this is way too early for Galactus anyway.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, dude, they got to push him off. Oh, I don't know what they're doing with the big bad villain.
Yeah,
but they got to save Galactus, man.
To me, Galactus would be like the villain that ends it all.
Yeah,
like
ends it all, ends the whole X-Men.
Because
and,
the whole story of Galactus is where
storyline.
heroes and villains come together for the greater purpose of the world. And I would love to see that, So
that'd be fire.
I think that should be save it for the end, like the end of the MCU when you're done, really. But we'll see with that. Maybe they still will, or I don't know. Yeah. All right. Next up, also is Thor 5 is in development now with different director.
Clap, round of applause all the way.
Give
around.
it a big round of applause.
No hate towards Taika Waititi.
Oh, I hate. No,
No, bro, this guy sucks.
No, I don't hate him as a person.
He's had some great projects. He really has.
He
but
has.
He also went overboard with the last one, and to see that finally they're listening to the fans. To Chris Hemsworth, they're going with something else.
Dude, give me a Logan style Thor 5.
Dude, like an older, like Son of Odin.
Son of Odin. That would be a great
fire.
title.
He has like a huge beard.
Yes,
he's older. That would be
throwing
fire.
into the Viking.
Yeah,
it'd
that would be
so
dope. Yeah.
Good.
Man. Just playing to like a little more darker themes,
yes,
man.
Make it serious. Give it that Logan element, Son of Odin. That'd be
fire.
Goated.
I know. I've seen so many like fake movie posters for it.
Yes.
They look cool.
Oh, it'd be so cool. And we know like all the fans would go crazy over that. Even though their controversy with that is they're like, but with Ragnarok being so successful because they dive deep into the comedy. Well, you saw what happened when they dived deep into comedy with Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
And obviously Thor 1 and then Dark World was not as great, but lean into like a broken Thor.
Yeah.
Maybe still have a little bit of comedy element because that's his character a little bit that you've established, but don't rely full deep into it.
Yeah.
Give him everything. Because honestly, after all he's lost, we should have got this way sooner. So
yeah. I mean, like in Ragnarok, he loses everything. So you can argue that comedy is a form of therapy in that movie, right? Because he's still struggling with the loss. In this movie, I think he should just be like on a mission.
Give me Infinity War
like
Thor.
Vengeance.
Give me Infinity War Thor, but older and just crazy, dude.
That'd be wild.
Oh, it'd be so good, man. I want that so bad.
Yeah.
All right, so then we go back and Daredevil Born Again, we got some news. They have officially got a whole new creative team to establish the show. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously a big W for Marvel. As we talked earlier, we know that, they fired everybody because they didn't like where the show was going. I think the report says they're bringing in like Loki season 2 writers. I think, and then they're having, what was it, like Moon Knight director, like helmeted too. So I think those projects are both pretty good.
Yeah.
So I think it's
I would be hyped to see it. I personally think they should bring back some of the Netflix people.
Yeah. I mean, me too. And I saw that they're making it 2 seasons. So, which is a big W. It's not just like a 1 season lead into a movie thing. It's like, all right, this is actually about a character who's important. Give him multiple seasons. So listen, man, just the fact that they're willing to like fire everybody and start afresh, it's good news.
It's for sure hype. I completely agree. And it's going to be the longest Disney Plus show to date. So that's going to be really cool and beneficial as well.
Let's go.
So also with this, some more negative blood boiling news here.
Okay.
Marvel has apparently, or at least rumored, to be wanting to possibly move away from Jonathan Majors Kang to Doom as the current main villain.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, if this case is still being played out in court, and if they're leaning this way, I mean, they probably know something that we don't.
They probably do. And if that's fine, but in my opinion, just recast him. I mean, if you've already established so much, and we talked about this in the Loki podcast, so check that out. We talked, they've already established so much of Jonathan Majors, or not just Jonathan Majors, but Kang the character, right? Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, Loki, and just some of these other shows that kind of developing into this multiversal saga. So if you're relying so much on it, and then you're going to be like, bring Doom in.
Bring a new character.
No.
It ruins everything. I do agree with you.
Now, not to say Doom shouldn't be the villain at some point. I mean, Doom definitely should be, and will be great when he is, but it's not time yet.
I think he should be the big bad, but not the ultimate big bad. I think he should be the big villain before Galactus.
I think so, because honestly, we're in the Infinity. We had the Infinity Saga, which obviously was Thanos.
Yeah.
The Multiverse Saga, which is Kang. And then you go into the Mutant Saga. I'll call it that.
Okay.
Well, give it Doom.
I would say Doom.
Give it Doom, maybe Doom Magneto tag team kind of thing, and then give us the final Galactic Saga, and just give us Galactus.
And then after that, either be done or just start from scratch and like reboot every character.
Yeah,
and
just
here's Captain America,
do
here's
something
Thor,
different. So I think that's how they should do it. But you know, obviously, we don't get paid for that. So
no, but
unfortunately,
listen, I totally agree with you. I think switching over because of this controversy is dumb. Like I said, they could just recast. And honestly, that would be a lot smoother than trying to implement a new villain when, like you said, so many of their movies like Ant-Man and the shows like Loki have revolved around Kang.
So much.
And the multiverse saga.
So we'll see how it goes. So I don't think they should do that, but find a
what
way.
are they thinking, man? I was telling you earlier, but it's like, why are they trying to be like Warner Brothers?
I know,
like just so much
You're
like
in a better
confusion
location.
and conflict, you know, between everybody. It's like just get on the same.
I mean, honestly,
dang
I
page.
still blame it. All goes back to COVID, right? I would love to have seen what it would have been like if, like, for example, Black Widow came out when it was supposed to in 2020.
Yeah.
Some of these others came out in 2020 or early 2021. I think that may not have. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
But I think honestly, if COVID wasn't a factor, never happened, I think it would be a lot better.
I think, and I think we said this before, but I think the best thing, honestly, if obviously if COVID wasn't a thing, this wouldn't have happened. But I think coming out of Endgame, they just should have completely pivoted towards the, you know, Fantastic Four and X-Men.
Yeah.
Obviously, like we said, they would still wrap up their characters like Thor, Hulk, Spider-Man being the big one, and Doctor Strange, but focus on a new path.
Right.
You know, instead, during COVID, they took that time to introduce a lot of shows and a lot of characters we didn't really care much for, and it really, really hurt. So now they're scrambling. So I don't think it's that hard to get back on track.
No, they're gonna have to find a way. But from what else we're hearing, it's starting to look a little bit vague. So before we get to that, we have a little bit of positive news before we get into turmoil. So first bit of news, well, it can be argued not turmoil but anyway.
Yeah.
So the first bit of good news is Logan Ryder is apparently been reported to be coming in to write the Blade movie.
That's fire.
That's awesome.
That's
good
fire.
news. That's good news.
Besides that piece of info, all we've heard about the Blade movie is terrible.
Yes.
Apparently, what I've seen is like they were trying to make him like a side
He
character.
wasn't even gonna be the main character in his
yeah.
own movie. Like that's ridiculous.
You gonna name it Blade, and then he gonna be like the number 2 most important character.
Right. So in this movie, if I was them, right, if I was that Logan Ryder, and working with some type of director, maybe bringing Sam Raimi, somebody who could do like that kind of genre.
Dude, yeah.
Have Blaine Mahershala Ali as your main point. Have Kit Harington's character be a side character in it.
Yeah.
Of course, is the Black Knight, and then give us flipping Anthony Starr as Dracula.
Ah, that'd be killer.
Be beautiful.
Killer.
And I think that'd be
killer.
great.
I would want him in like every project after that. That dude is awesome.
He's a great actor.
That listen, man. That's perfect plot. Perfect everything right there.
So let's give us that, please.
That's awesome.
Yep. All right, now we got to get to it. So I've been hearing a lot. You may have been hearing this a lot too. Is Marvel is in shambles, and a lot of people have been saying this recently. And based off what we've already talked about, you can see, okay, maybe it is. And this specific piece of article and what we've heard about news wise is a little bit concerning, and that being them saying we want another Avengers movie, but not only do we want another Avengers movie, we want it to be bring back the OG Avengers, including Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man and Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow.
Oh my goodness.
Now, I love Robert Downey Jr., I love Iron Man, I love Scarlett Johansson, I
Yeah.
love Black Widow. Their characters are amazing.
Yeah.
But if they bring them back, it ruins Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, I mean, it ruins everything.
It does. Everything they built.
Like this is like the clearest cash grab like you've ever seen in your life.
Absolutely.
They're like, we're in shambles now, so what do? We bring back all the characters we
And
killed
honestly,
off and wrote
that
off.
makes me want to feel like, you know, if I was Robert Downey Jr., obviously he has a love for the character Iron Man and would want to come back. I know he would. But if I was him, I'd be like, no. You know, I would tell him
that's
that.
a terrible way to do it.
Yeah, I would be like, there's other ways to do it. I would love to
Yeah.
come back in a cameo capacity in some way, whether it's a past sequence or even if it's Secret Wars as a variant, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
But not bringing me back to life in full force in an
Of
Avengers
course.
movie.
And honestly, like I think that looks really bad on his career too. After
Yeah.
the success of Oppenheimer, you know,
Oh, yeah.
finally he was only associated for Iron Man for so long, and it was great.
Right.
But like he wanted to, you know, branch out a little bit,
And
and
he
he
did
does that,
And he did well.
And if he comes back to like a project like this, where they're just bringing everybody back just for the money, it doesn't make sense.
It does not. So
See, and that's what like Secret Wars feels like right now too. At the same time, like them trying to bring back everybody way too soon because you know their phases haven't been going according to plan. So
right, and
they can't do that.
That's the crazy stuff with this. I mean, obviously, we know Secret Wars. Even if it just came out right now with everything we've heard and everything, it would make $2 billion. But
that would be wild.
it would. And the thing about it is this. I think Secret Wars had the potential to blow every single movie out of the water and be the highest grossing movie of all time.
Yeah.
But now it's have a lot against it, and they've kind of gone against it. Because I honestly think it possibly could have been the first movie to reach $3 billion if they did it right. But it's not going to now, I don't think, unless they start reverbing everything.
I don't think so.
It's unfortunate. And the whole idea of bringing back, Robert Downey Jr. and Scarlett Johansson.
Everybody, the original Avengers team, it's a bad idea.
It is a bad idea. And I don't know.
It's a really bad idea.
So, I don't know. We'll have to see in the future.
That's definitely not Kevin Feige, man.
It can't be. That's my thing.
The same Dumbo's like trying to make Blade a side
Kevin
character.
Feige would never do like some of the stuff that I'm seeing. So I'm wondering like how much is he actually being involved this time around? What's going on?
How much say does he have?
I know. So we'll see.
I don't know, dude.
We'll see.
It's weird.
All right, so let's go back over to now we're transitioning into the DCU. Which DC's been in shambles for a long time.
I know. This is nothing new to them.
It's nothing new for them. But now they're trying to build back. So
yeah.
We'll see.
And Matt Reeves, we trust.
And hopefully James Gunn, too.
Hopefully James Gunn.
All right, so first bit of news for the DCU from James Gunn as the universe is that it's rumored that Matthew Vaughn is in talks to direct DC's The Authority movie.
I think it worked pretty well.
I mean, I don't really want an Authority movie, but...
Yeah, I think it would... we always want movies. It could work as a show, I guess,
it
too.
Could, but
I think with his history of, team up movies, like Kick-Ass, I think this would work really well, to be honest. Yeah. So he's not bad at all. So if James Gunn trusts him, I mean, hey.
Bring it on.
When's the last time James Gunn made a really bad decision?
I don't know.
Think about it. Like, his movies do really well.
They do.
I mean, Guardians 3 was like a really bright spot in a, bad time in Marvel.
That's true.
History, so...
we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. So Scarecrow apparently is getting his own movie, and it's apparently in the works in the universe of Matt Reeves.
That's fire. That is fire.
It's fire, but I'm also like,
It's like a whole movie too at the same time.
I know. So it's like, I don't know if Batman's not going to be in it. I don't know. I mean, I love the character Scarecrow. I think he's one of Batman's coolest villains.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Could it have been a show? Could it have been? I don't know.
So I think doing this kind of it sets the tone. It's saying, all right, we're going to take this level of villains and potentially, give them movies.
Yeah.
So if they're gonna give a movie to Scarecrow, bro, like, why wouldn't they do that? Say for characters like Two-Face.
Yeah.
Like for Joker.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, we already kind of got Joker.
Yeah. Mostly be orientated around their origin story, and like you said, obviously they could be introduced, but I don't think really we've ever seen something like this.
No.
Think about it. Like, when has Marvel ever made a movie about a villain, like a big villain, and it was just about them?
Venom.
Yeah, exactly, and it sucked.
Venom 1 was horrible.
Someone kind of ran with the whole anti-hero thing.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that this would just be straight villain.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
it should work better.
I love the whole concept of just a universe surrounded just its Batman. I mean, yes, I still have those, wants of the Batman being in the universe of DC with James Gunn and the Justice League and all that stuff. But then again, the part of me that loves Batman, the character, the universe of Gotham, it's awesome that we're getting a full-fledged Batman universe with the Penguin show, the Batman Part 2, the Scarecrow movie now, the Arkham Asylum show. I mean, all this stuff, it's going to be amazing. And if they just build all this stuff, I mean, they execute it perfectly in the Batman, creating the characters Riddler, Penguin, Catwoman, and then all of those characters. And then now with the Batman Part 2, bringing in Clayface, bringing in rumored Hush, and just some really cool characters. I'm so excited to see where this universe goes. Yeah, and it's so good. I love Matt Reeves.
I do too. The atmosphere, everything he's doing is the absolute W. Makes me wonder if they're gonna take the Scarecrow movie, which obviously would be out after Batman Part 2, and kind of have it as a lead up to maybe, I don't know, the trilogy. Maybe have him as the third villain. I don't know. But then at that point, like, they just become Marvel, putting in movies just to lead up to the next thing.
Right.
I don't know.
And that's the problem I have is, like, if you're going to have a Scarecrow movie, I think it'd be kind of cool. Like, obviously, if you have Scarecrow movie, but Batman's in it, but he's the antagonist. How cool would that be?
Yeah, dude.
Right? Like,
that is a good idea.
That's cool. I mean, obviously,
you see how terrifying Batman is to his enemies.
Right. So, like, if you're showing it from the perspective of Scarecrow.
Point of view.
And it's essentially a Batman movie, but Scarecrow is the main point of view.
Yeah.
That kind of
that would be so cool.
And that would be new and different. Has that been done before?
What? Take that idea and run with it,
do
Matt
it.
Reeves.
How
Go
cool would
ahead,
that be?
man. Go ahead.
It'd be awesome.
That'd be so cool.
It'd be so
dude.
cool. Like you can see Scarecrow plotting, but you don't see Batman's perspective like we normally would of him detecting.
It'd be
and
more
doing this
like
stuff.
not like a cameo, but it'd be obviously a smaller role.
Yeah, it'd
you
be
know?
he wouldn't be the main character of this movie, but just him coming in and you fighting Batman, but you're like from Scarecrow's perspective.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, and then having him lose in the end or something. Like, how cool would that be?
That'd be awesome.
And then just like you just end up in prison at the end of Arkham Asylum. Like, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that'd be kind of a sick video game too. But
that would be really cool.
I would
Speaking of
love
video
that.
games, I love Scarecrow in the Arkham Batman games.
Dude,
he is
so good.
terrifying.
Arkham Knight,
The Arkham Knight. Dude, I've been playing Speaking of Arkham Knight, they're actually putting Robert Pattinson's Batman skin into Arkham Knight.
Really?
Yeah, like
Really?
7
Arkham
years
Knight's a
later.
great game.
So yeah, dude,
All the Arkham
I
games are.
legitimately, I'm trying to 100% Arkham Knight right now.
I tried. I couldn't get past the
It's
Riddler.
so hard,
Stupid
bro.
Riddler.
I hate
That's
the
I beat
trophies.
everything except for Riddler.
Me too. I've beaten every other side mission. All I'm doing is just riddles now.
Yes, and I
it
hate
sucks.
that.
It sucks. I'm finding the random green guys and beating them up for
Yes.
information, and then I'm putting the
Yes,
locations
but I
on the
beat
map.
everything else
Yeah.
except for the stupid Riddler mission. And the Riddler missions in that game were the hardest.
Dude, they're hard.
The car
dude.
and all. Oh,
I know.
they're
dude.
so hard.
The game is hard.
Anyway, a little
Yeah.
pivot there, but how cool would that be?
That'd
As
be
a Scarecrow
so
movie,
cool,
right?
dude.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're available.
Let us write for you.
Let us write it
Matt
for
Reeves.
you. We would love to.
Come on.
It'd be awesome. So, also in the Matt Reeves universe, Penguin has officially been delayed to fall 2024.
Okay.
Which I don't have trouble with that.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, keep going. I think
Take your
the
time,
show will be
make it
great.
good.
I mean, based off the little snippet we got, it looks so good.
Yeah.
So
Dude,
I'm
Colin
excited.
Farrell's a beast,
So
man.
good, so
I
good.
still can't believe that's him.
Yeah,
that makeup is
completely agree.
wild.
He better win an Emmy.
Yeah,
Just saying.
He,
All right,
he's
and
still
then-
gonna get a nomination.
Oh yeah, in James Gunn's DCU, we got Joe Manganiello is apparently reportedly to return as Deathstroke in their universe.
I don't understand, but I trust in it. But
I mean, I like him.
He's a great Deathstroke.
He is, but at the same time, I'm like not Matt Reed, but like
James
Henry
Gunn,
Cavill. Why are you?
I
It's
know.
back to Henry Cavill. Why would you diss him?
I guess because Deathstroke, we've only seen him in like what? Like a 20,
scene.
30-second clip.
Yeah.
So I guess they're like, what's the harm? What's the foul? But still, reusing the same actors, obviously it's confusing, and we don't know anything that's going on. It seems like they're just reusing some of the smaller characters.
Right.
But I don't know.
I don't know. All I'm saying is, honestly, at this point, I'm just like Matt Reeves. Give me that. Forget the other.
I know,
DC.
honestly,
Just
bro,
give me
I'm
Matt Reeves
telling you,
Batman.
bro.
It's gonna be so good.
Matt Reeves
I'm looking at it right
universe is like it's just like the Arkham universe,
now.
man.
I know. That's why I love
It's
the
so
Batman so
realistic.
much. Is because it felt like I was playing this Arkham
I
games
know.
again, but watching
like
it.
you're solving the riddles,
Like
man.
it was
you're
so
a detective.
good. Like honestly, like it goes back to like the Batman is the best. Honestly,
It's the best. He's the best version of Batman.
it's the best version of Batman.
Live screen
Dark
that we've
Knight's the
seen.
best comic book movie.
Yeah.
But I think the best movie there. But I think the Batman might be the best rendition of a comic book character we've ever seen.
Really?
I think so.
That's wild.
I think so.
I think that and then the animated Batman the animated series are both
are two
But I mean, obviously
top
they're a little
tier.
different takes on the
Right.
character,
but
but
it's live action.
yeah, live action. Yeah, definitely.
The Batman is so good. If you've never seen the Batman, what are you doing? Go watch.
Yeah,
the
go
Batman.
watch it. It's on the
Dude,
old
so
on the old
good.
Max.
So good.
Man, watching that in the theater was
Dude, that was
That was crazy.
surreal, man.
That was so
I saw
cool.
it twice. All right, anyway.
I love that. All right, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, let us know by giving us a review and a download. Our podcast, Here's in the Moment, is available on all major podcast platforms, so check it out. If you want to stay up to date with our news, updates, and announcements, check out our Instagram at Heroes in the Moment.
And we just want to thank y'all for listening. And as always, we love you 3000.